Tell me about him. Tell me about your relationship.
That's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block. They like.
What do you know his name is?
Weed. Yeah, man.
Alright.
And he was just like, from your side of town, he ain't put out no gun, but he was holding on to a pen like they like, bro, you know how them niggas this that little junk like that. I'm like, bro, the dude they said did it. I seen Slug with him. They was smoking L's together or whatever. The dude they said it was a dude named Jarrell. The reason we know they hang because Eddie gave him, his mama gave him, and the nigga Jarrell gave him, so I know for a fact they hang. Alright, I don't know if he got a tattoo, baby. I know he got some tattoos on his arm though. Y'all can't bring no picture on that.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we gonna be talking about Boston Richey video footage in the interrogation room. Let's talk about it. So video footage then leaked to Boston Richey in the interrogation room, pretty much giving up names, pretty much giving up scenarios, pretty much speaking on the situation that happened with the guy pulling up to him and pulling a gun out. Now, I will say that he was a lot younger. I believe this is why he was still in his teens when this happened. But I mean, when you in the streets, you in the streets. Now, of course, this is telling, this is snitching. You know, anytime that you go into an interrogation room and you give up any type of information towards anybody else, like people keep saying like, oh, you pushing the goal, people pushing the, no, that's not. Everybody know, every nigga that's been in the streets know what snitching is. When you go in an interrogation room, you not supposed to say nothing other than I want my lawyer. I don't know nothing about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I want my lawyer. Now, if this is like, I'm gonna use the baby for example, how they tried to say he was snitching. You can't snitch on yourself. If I shot somebody in self-defense, yeah, if I want to tell about what happened in my situation that happened with me in self-defense, I can't snitch on myself. That's not snitching. That's not telling on nobody. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Dog up the strap on me and I shot him. Point blank period. That's not, you not telling. That's me just speaking on the situation of self-defense. That's not telling on nobody. But if you speaking on the situation where somebody came up, threatened to kill you, they didn't know his name, they didn't know his relation to you, they didn't know nothing about him, they point the picture out to you, ask you to identify him, you identified him and tell the whole situation, that's snitching. That's snitching. But I think really the deeper issue of why people have is because I want this young black man to get his money. If he get money and he able to provide for his family and make a better way for his family, I'm all for that. You feel what I'm saying? I want him to get his money. I think the bigger issue with a lot of these situations is that these guys perpetuate this street culture and this street violence and drugs and violence and hypersexuality and nigga, you bet don't snitch, live by the code, sell dope, live by the code, all this old shit, and then they're not actually living what they're speaking. You know what I'm saying? And everybody who follow my channel, y'all know that's my pet peeve. You gotta really be who you say you is. And niggas don't really be who they say they is. So I think that's why a lot of this energy is coming back for these guys. Cause it's like you niggas is just selling something and y'all not saying who, y'all not speaking on who y'all really are. You know what I'm saying? You don't really live by what you speaking. So I don't like that. And I don't think anybody likes that. Cause it's really just putting poison in the minds of our young children. And at the end of the day, the motherfuckers that's putting that poison in their mind ain't even really living by the shit that they saying. Imagine Martin Luther King preaching equality and he wasn't really on no equality type shit. You feel what I'm saying? He wasn't really. Imagine him saying, imagine him doing that the bus boycott. Imagine him doing the leaders back then doing the bus boycott on behalf of Rosa Parks, but then you caught some of them niggas riding the bus. You feel what I'm saying? It would take the whole energy away from what they're saying. This shit's not real. Imagine Malcolm X speaking about any means necessary philosophy, but then going peacefully with a police officer who punched him in the mouth. You feel what I'm saying? That doesn't go. You not living what you saying that you preaching. So that's all it really come down to, is people just want people to live what they preach. You feel what I'm saying? If you preaching this, then you need to stand by this. And if you not, then you're just lying to the public, and that's poisoning the youth, because you're not even really preaching a real way of life. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't want none of these niggas in the streets. It's like I can't wait till the culture shift, and I see it shifting to just be on a more positive note, on a more business minded note, on a more it's cool to be yourself, but at the same time be a man and have principles and morals and a foundation of love and respect. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That time will come. It's the guy Hoods Billionaire. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.